Welcome everybody to part 1 of this masterpiece month. Beside all the stream we got this month, we also got many replies. That's why there are 2 parts of this video. But don't worry, part 2 will be uploaded shortly after this one. So don't forget to subscribe and like, and now we can get straight into the video. Okay, so let's get to the 1st of September. First reply was AI vehicle suggestion. What if the highway had some very slow and annoying AI vehicles like a tractor or a moped that would go around 45 km per hour? I know that a moped is not very common in winter, but some insane people drive them all year. Good idea, of course, but I'm not sure the AI overtaking capabilities are good enough for that. Moving to September 2nd, there is one reply. There was someone in the chat asking how many new builds of MWC have there been, and he said there haven't been any new ones since I sent it to Steam. That discussion was about MSC, or at least that's what I answered about. Going to the 3rd of September, we have 3 replies. Will the player have 3000 marks like in MSC, or will we have more? I haven't decided the start money yet. Will we be able to change paint job windows, stickers, garage, flag as well as easily as in MSC, or and is it a way to put custom songs in radio? Yes. After MWC, will we have my autumn car, my spring car? I mean, no, probably, because there is no need for, I know some people like seeing leaves falling from trees, but I mean, you did summer, now winter, no need for autumn or spring. No, something completely different. Why don't you make better graphics? I mean, I don't care, but is it hard to make better graphic in Unity? I don't like better graphic. In fact, I think MSC, MWC have already 2 good graphics. Will Chorus 3 have power windows? What's it called? Like button for up and down? No. Will Satsuma be somewhere as an Easter egg, or like if there is a junkyard at Satsuma's license plate? As a 3D object, most likely not. There is a mod for MSC that adds winter, but you can barely see dirt road from like 8 AM to 8 PM. Will that be a problem in MWC? You can see them fairly well, but I really suggest to have the HDR setting on for this game. Will you be able to steal like in MSC slot machine, maybe some cash from the cash register at Timo's? No. Is there more rally like in MSC? Win Junior Cup 2 times, 1 time Amateur Cup, and that's it. Will there be like Premier Cup or something? Currently no changes, but I would like to add a 3rd stage and more strict inspection. I remember someone saying that there will be a radar. Is that true, and will it just be one? I guess the radar could come back. What upgrades will you be able to do on Survey? At least add 1 more set of wheels, and will we be able to paint it like Satsuma? I haven't decided on that yet. What was the hardest part of coding MWC? I use UA5, and like hard I just say finished my first game alpha, but since you did driving and hard stuff in MSC, that was the hardest thing to code in MWC. That's all. I think it has to be the new workplace. A lot of complicated systems. I would not have done it if I had known beforehand. Now we go to the 2nd reply. So there was a bug about Grandma task. He waited for her, showed voice lines, etc. And then he closed MSC and showed a racing pixely game, probably he made. My streams tend to be chaotic in nature, so if you have something interesting in mind you would like to see, you probably won't see it. Then you see all sort of stuff that doesn't relate to anything, while all the important stuff never gets done because of my incompetence to begin with. So there's that. But I like indie video game space. It allows people like me to also try out something. Now to the 3rd reply, just a random question. Will be there a TV in the coffee room, or anyways the place you take your 45 seconds of fun, and can we get out of our place and go slack in that room by watching TV? If this is a thing, there is 90% of me just watching TV instead of work. Sure, I can add TV there. Good idea. Now on the 8th of September, we got an update. So basically I'm not gonna read everything that was on the update, but if you want you can just check it there. To the 2nd reply now. I'm trying to buy the text sticker, but it won't let me purchase it. Does anyone else have the same problem? You need to have a car nearby. The sticker can be bought only for Satsuma and Rusko. The 3rd one was, hey, I can't turn off the radio, it keeps even not installed. Is it old or new safe? Is the CD player purchased? Are quarantinas installed? What state is the car in? Is it wired and does it have a working battery? Does the radio sound come from dashboard area or from the backseat, where subwoofer should be? Which channel does it play? So basically he just asked him the questions to help him. Now to the 4th reply. I noticed 2 people made a video about it, if that helps. It should be sorted now in a hotfix. I was able to reproduce it. Going to the 9th of September. We have 1 reply. Topless Gun said you can get a text sticker for the Rusko in a comment. Basically someone is asking if there is a sticker that will make Rusko road legal. It doesn't make the car road legal as it is missing inspection and registration, but at least you don't have to pay the fine for unpaid taxes. Now going to the 10th of September, we have 3 replies. First one is, what cars are gonna be in MWC? Some possible trim levels could be L equals Lux, DL equals Deluxe, and Topless said, you should get a job from car industry. Going to the second reply, we have, will Penna be driving HEPA from the beginning of the game, or will he replace Fitan at some point from the beginning? The Rivet body will be able to buy from random NPCs in random places, or it will only one seller. Probably only one seller because the required voice acting. Also, there will be some advertisement about the Rivet on the town news sign, or maybe someone will call us. We will figure it out then. The special trim in Rivet will change something in the engine performance, or it's just cosmetical difference between the other trims. Both cosmetical and mechanical performance changes. How rare in percentage would be getting the special trim? Very rare. The special trim would be in both gearboxes or only manual. You will see then. Which model years it would be include the Rivet? I mean the Rivet would be from 1970 to 1975, or it would be more narrow, 71 to 76. I saw in your video that the Rivet has the facelift TC1 dashboard. Is there a possibility to get a pre-facelift Rivet with the older dashboard? Only one type of dashboard design with different options. And the last question, will be available a special trim paint job just for Setsuma from Fletari Paint Shop? Yes. Now the last reply on this day was, TG, hi, an idea came to my mind. Could there be a crying sound in differential of Rivet? Because it is a very beautiful sound. There is a problem with rear wheel drive vehicles. When you step on the gas, you hear a sound from differential, but when you take a foot off the gas, the sound stops. Here we call this differential crying or whistling sound. If your car have this problem, there is a fault in the differential. Yeah, it's there. Now on the 11th of September, we have one reply. I think you can do it without removing the entire differential. It's like this in real life, but I don't know how Topless Gun does it in the game. In real life, it is possible to replace the pinion, axles and bearings, but it is not that detailed in the game, so your option is mostly just to replace the whole rear axle assembly. And yeah, the rear end will start to make all sorts of noises when going bad, ultimately blowing the gears if you keep using it. Now on the 12th of September we have 8 replies. Let's go to the first one. Question about MWC rally times. Since MWC is obviously set in winter and winter brings snow and snow brings snow grip, will the rally competition be made slower accordingly? Or are you gonna take the piece out of everyone and keep the exact same rally times? I get that the Rivet would classify for 2-liter class unlike the Setsuma which enters the 1-liter class. Or I'm getting something wrong here and everyone gets put in the same vehicle class. But the rally in MSC is already hard enough, even with better grip and easier to drive FWD, Setsuma. So I imagine the rally could become damn near impossible even with all the skill issue if the times are kept the same. You bolt in some rally winter tires and never need to worry. With that said, rally event has some best grip condition in the game because of the dirt/snow surface and proper tires. The issue are the snow banks that can throw you around or in worst case make the car stuck, but if you keep inside the walls, everything is good. But rally is meant to be hard, as every racing discipline should be. I was never able to win the amateur class in MSC. It is not the winning, it is the journey. Now to the second reply. Haven't saw anything yet, but did you say it was gonna be a limited sleep or welded or something else? Or will that be for us to find out? Open or limited? How many time until it goes bad? 1500 to 2000 kilometers or less. A lot more if you start with a good one. Now to the third reply, we can transform the Rivet into any trim, right? Including the special. Almost fully, but you will have some mismatching pieces in the car. The VIN number also won't match, so you can't register it as historical vehicle if you'd like so. But yes, at Fletaris you can repaint it to any possible factory color including special. Now the fourth reply. What if there were 2-stroke cars, like a DKW, Trabant or a Wartburg? I would love to have a 2-stroker somewhere apart from the moped. How's the 9 to 5 job? Easy or hard? Easy. The food is present. How many cars can you see in Yokis? Currently 5 different models, I would like to add one still. Will the Sorbet be better than the Qualis? More reliable for sure, fun? No. Is MWC better than MSC? Yes. Now to the fifth reply. Is Toka present in MWC? Have to see. VHS player at player's house? No. Will the parts magazine be translated? I don't think it is required as there are images of the products and prices. Classified magazine does have translations as it is mostly just text. As we are going to have more variants of dashboard, can we change to dashboard with tachometer and to dashboard with clock? Yes. Can we scam Kayla by working on secondary job with cooldown while still receiving unemployment benefit? Yes, up to a point. Glowbox in Rivet? Yes. Now to the 6th reply. Where do we start the game? My winter car. Haven't decided yet. There are few options depending how I want the story to begin. How long does it take for a full in-game day to pass? Like 2 hours, like in MSC, or shorter? Same time scale as in MSC. Will the tractor be faster this time? Anyways, that's it. Topless have a wonderful day programming our suffering in Finnish hell. Not sure, it doesn't have a speedometer, but there is shortcut over the lake, so it helps to reduce some of the distance. Now to a long 7th reply we have. Does the train come back in MWC? If so, does it have a new model with a snow texture? Of course, the train will return. Are there more houses on the map that we can enter? Yes. Is the jail the same, or did they rework it? Same. Are there new side quests? Yes. Will we meet new people/NPCs? Yes. How many vehicles will be drivable? Eventually, same amount as in MSC or more. Will cigarettes still be in the game? Yes. Are there gonna to be more shops, such as clothing stores, small supermarkets, or fast food restaurants? Sort of. Will there be a new drivable bus? If so, will it be a side quest mission, and will it have a bus stop? I haven't decided if there will be a drivable bus. It is one possibility during early access phase. What's happening with the construction site next to the city entrance? Will the construction site be finished in MWC? I hope so. How was your summer? Too hot and too many snakes. I am not a summer person. How old are you? I was born after they stopped making good cars. Are you working or going to school? I'm doing games. Will everything that came out today in the new patch, September 2025, be in MWC, like the windshield sticker? Unfortunately, tech stickers were shaped out already when MWC takes place, but the rest of the features will be. And the 8th reply was, Topless Gun, did you ever play your games MSC, MWC just for fed off for developing and bug testing? Whenever I can. I still enjoy them a lot, and I can even play them with my developer brain off, which is great. And yes, that's all for this part of the video. We still have a lot of replies to go over, so don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to not miss a single thing.